This particular moment, we're here with Lonnie Chapman, who is the team manager for CFC Racing, currently number 2 in the point standings. How do you view this race for you?
I think it's going to be a great race for us. It's a good power track. We got a lot of good power riders. Adam McGuire's our 19X, probably the strongest kid in the country right now. He's really hard in the hunt for #1 amateur this year. We ought to really show up real well this year.
Proud of your riders?
Oh, fantastic kids, fantastic parents, and fantastic sport. We really enjoy it.
Go get them.
Alrighty, thanks a lot.
We move into the 20-inch division here at the Fall Nationals. 11 experts up and at 'em. Looks like lane 1 rider slips a pedal, but it's Rad Chad Hernandez on the outside, takes control of this one. Aguilar coming quick in the second slot. Ooh, looks like Kelly or Harville trying to come on around as these guys come down the second straightaway. Over the big dubs into turn number 2. Hernandez, Aguilar, 1 and 2. Kelly right there in the third spot as these guys come over the quads, over the moonwalkers. Hernandez sneaks a peek. Who has he got behind him? Ooh, looks like Kelly coming quick in the second slot. Aguilar in third, over the trips and to the stripe. It's going to go at the line. Hernandez with the win by a whisker. David Kelly for the second slot, Anthony Aguilar for the third place position, and Jeff Harville for the fourth slot. What a race. Let's go down and talk to Chad.
Chad, you're ripping it up out there. It was really tough coming down the last straight. How was it?
Well, I thought I had it all the way, but when I knew David Kelly was coming, I had to...
Here we are, the last turn. Tell us what you...
I just had to grit my teeth, and at the last one, I was real tight, and then got a little loose on the last set. But then I get all I got, and I got at the line.
Great finish. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Check it out right here at the Fall Nationals, sponsored by GT Bicycles and Airwalk. 13-year-old experts coming out hot and heavy. Who we got? Robert Pierce on the outside for Renegade, gets the whole shot. He's got company coming. Looks like Trevor T. Wilson for MRC. Moves to the second slot. Shea Wild West for Harlow Krupe in that third place position. Larry Canberra for Robinson Racing in the fourth slot. But Robert Pierce moving it out over the rollers, heading to the Airwalk Moonwalkers. Gold Cup #1, Robert Pierce. Oh, Robert Pierce gets sideways. West coming on around. Trevor T moves into the second slot. What happened to Robert Pierce all alone? Canberra moves into the third spot as these guys hit the stripe. It will go Shea West with the win. Larry Canberra with the 2. Third place goes to Trevor T. Wilson, and the fourth spot goes to Mark Hildebrand. Wow, what a race. Wonder what happened to Robert Pierce. But let's go down and talk to Shea Wild West.
Shea, congratulations. Great ride. You were in there all the way. You made the most of an opportunity.
Oh no, I just got lucky. I was good at outpower him, but that dude in front just fell, and I just happened to be there, and I got the lead. I'm lucky I wasn't behind him and fell with him.
Congratulations on a great win.
Thanks.
I'm running 205 technique cranks.
I run 191 technique cranks.
185 GT Elite.
184 bullseye cranks.
171s. 144 Sajingo GT.
I'm sporting the 180 cranks for power and persistence.
Crank length. I used to have a tough time figuring out what gear I was going to run. We're here with Mike Redman with Redman Cycles, and how important is crank length?
Crank length is really important to everybody. It's kind of a preferential thing. The longer the cranks, the more leverage you're going to get on a bigger gear. The thing is that you need to be able to spin that big crank length. So if you can spin the cranks, you can run the gear.
So for the big guys run longer cranks?
Yeah, all of our guys run the long cranks. They like the larger gears. It enables them to turn the gear out of the gate. Just as long as you can spin that gear out on the track at full speed, the longer cranks work out for you.
Typically, what is the crank size from some of your bigger guys? What is considered a longer crank?
Well, we start, our 14-year-old runs about a 186 millimeter crank, and our 17-year-old goes all the way up to a 205 crank. So we got some big cranks out there.
Great. What's considered a short crank?
Short crank for the younger guys, 14, 15-year-olds would be a 175. Pretty much the normal crank length would be a 181 crank. Mm-hmm. And then once you start getting into 185 or bigger, that's considered a long crank. So
It's centimeters, millimeters?
Millimeters.
So how much difference does 5 millimeters make?
It makes quite a bit of difference when you're at that top end speed. If you can't spin the crank, it gets your rhythm a little bit out of whack. So you want to be able to spin the crank at top speed and keep your feet on the pedals.
ABA BMX action. Dig it. Is that good?
Hey, check this out. The American BMXer, the world's largest all BMX publication, is now available to you. Find out all the up-to-date facts and the latest news and happenings in the sport of BMX on the local and national scene. Our 30-day editing schedule keeps you current on the latest race coverage, the hottest, newest products, and what's happening with the stars of the sport. Order now for delivery to your home. 11 issues for just $16, a savings of $11.50. Call now for the American BMXer.